Welcome.
Hey, y'all. Welcome.
Hey,
to
y'all. I'm
Shade.
sorry.
Look,
I'm the reason we're late. Sorry.
look, I love that accountability on a good Sunday morning. Well, hey, y'all. Welcome to the Really Shady Recap panel. I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
Hi, it's me.
And of course, it's the lovely Really BTV with us, okay, on this good Sunday morning. We hope everyone is having a beautiful and blessed morning. Hey, Chuck, as always, you are on time, if not early. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Quake. Look, not you can't sleep, girl. So hopefully we don't distract you too much.
Surprised.
You know how when we cut up, I don't know if you're gonna be able to go back.
Yeah, really, B. That was at you.
Chuck. Hey, Jaguar. Hey, Mona.
And Happy New Year to everyone.
Yes, I forgot. We ain't seen y'all since last week. So hey, y'all. Happy New Year. Yeah, y'all. This I apologize in advance. I stayed up binge watching this Mary Crosby, whatever that girl from the Salt Lake City and her cult. And I went down that rabbit hole last night, and I didn't go to bed till like 4:00 in the morning. So
You know what? I need to go back because I went down the rabbit hole season 1, and I found a lot of information that's not there now. Me and Tracy been trying to find like the lawsuits and stuff like that, and I can't. Like, we found the lawsuits, but we can't find the documents. But there are like lawsuits against the church where like her mom sued the church. When she left the church, her mom sued. There were lawsuits where former members have sued the church. There were rumors that Robert Sr. unalived mama. Like, a lot of people believe that Robert Sr., because she was only 65.
Yeah, 65. And they were like, what I got from the documentary last night is that her grandmother would have never signed off on.
Well, Mary wasn't even a part of the church when she died.
That's the weird part. So I was like,
right, like her sister said, she got 25 grandkids. Why would she leave everything to Mary?
Yeah, that sounded like a scheme that Mary set up.
Anyway, but child,
sorry, y'all. We went on a tangent.
We're here to talk about Ready to Love, honey.
Yes, we're here to talk about Ready to Love. Hey, LaDonna. Hey, AV. So, y'all, it was a cute little episode, I guess. They did first part of the getaway. But if y'all haven't, no matter where y'all watching from, please go ahead and do us a favor and hit that like button
and that subscribe button.
Y'all, we're gonna roll these credits.
Hype the video.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said hype the video if you can.
Yes, hype the video if you have any hypes left. You know what I mean? It's a little late in the week, but we appreciate you in advance. All right, let's go ahead. Let's run this intro. We're gonna get into it. And let's get shady, y'all.
Like drip on the skyline paint. Shade in the city, true hits like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, the life and the mold. You like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. City, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe.
Why do they feel that we want cliffhangers? I don't know. I don't know.
Because I think they think that we're way more invested in this show than we are. Or they know that's the only way they're going to get us to come back. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe
I guess so.
We got to give them a reason to come back.
Because is no one else concerned that this is episode 9?
I was thinking the same thing. But remember last season, didn't we get 12 episodes? Because remember we normally only get 10 episodes because they did the same thing last season.
Well, I'm not even mad about that, but still, if we're getting ready to end this season in 3 episodes, I do not think anybody here.
Ain't nobody locked in. I think the only people that might be locked in is Bello and Dominique at this point.
And even that, to me, it doesn't seem firm after watching this episode.
Did you hear what he said? He like, yeah, we locked in, but
right.
We're still exploring.
Right.
Exactly.
Jaguar said it's not a cliffhanger, just like before with the Christina and Donna. The trailer shows us who makes it to the end. Whoever's in the editing needs to step up or it needs to be replaced. See, if they did show it, I didn't catch it. So.
I didn't catch it either. So Jaguar, tell us who's staying.
I was gonna say, go ahead and tell us in the chat. So yeah, we see that at deliberation, Ashley is still all about Darius. Shannon has leaned into Steven a little bit, which to me kind of came out of nowhere. I guess no, because he was on that date with Mercedes. Was Steven there? Yes, Steven was there. So I guess they seem to be getting closer since then, even though Mercedes told her it was a hell no to all three of them. But okay. Then Lauren brings up Vince arguing about his height with her friends, and she was kind of turned off by that. Ashanti advises that her friends told her to run from Cardi, and all the ladies kind of agree that he's just not available like he needs to be. And Dom mentions Devin or Devon, and so Shannon actually seconds this. And Tommy said, well, you know what, y'all need to go make a decision, and but we're gonna go on a getaway before we do. And that's
who's the pearl necklace girl?
Shannon. She's
so,
I would swear, and just based off what she wears, I'm pretty sure she's an AKA.
Yeah, I see her with a lot of pink and green on. Mm-hmm. Even her luggage was pink and green. I don't know if y'all are thinking of that. So I'm thinking the same thing. But my thing is this, girl, your friend said your person isn't here. You even said, yeah, I don't think my person is here. You should have just self-eliminated at that point. So you're just going to continuously allow yourself to be embarrassed.
I agree with you 110%, because even when she was on the trip and she was like, I feel like a third wheel and I'm just here. I was like, yeah, girl, because you shouldn't be there.
I love when she interrupted the conversation and Stephen.
Oh, that was funny to me.
And Stephen was like, he was really not feeling it. Like, she literally just came in.
Because she wasn't even slick with it. Like, there's a way to come into a conversation and be like she was sitting on the couch. She could have just leaned over and be like, what y'all over there talking about? Like, there was a way, but you got up, walked over there, and then you were like, let's go sit down. Let's get more comfortable. Girl, nobody was talking to you. We were comfortable over here.
We were there.
Right. We were comfortable over here where we were. Like, we don't need to go nowhere else. We're good. Right here.
Oh, okay. Jaguar said it could be it's either Lauren, and that's another one that needed to go home. Lauren need to go home too. Beautiful girl. I mean, they're both beautiful, but Lauren, you ain't got nobody there for you. I don't know why. You already know that too.
And she sounded so desperate. Oh my gosh, I know it's almost time for elimination. I need to go shore up some of these relationships. So again, you know your person isn't there. You're just fighting to be there, just to say you're there. Your person isn't there. And that's why, Ebby always says this. Ebby be like, why? Like, there are no prizes. Like, and I don't understand why they're fighting so hard. Like, if there was a prize, I could see pretending. I could see faking it to the end to be like, well, we want to go on that, for the expense paid trip to Aruba. Like, we're trying to get to Aruba. We're trying to get that cruise. But there's literally, the only thing they're getting is the longer they stay, the more they get paid. But it's not life-changing money. Nobody that's been on Ready to Love has retired.
You are cool. Look, Abiste Winner said some of the women soon, or no, I think he meant some of the women are just too good for these men, and I absolutely agree. And that kind of piggybacks off what Really B was saying. A lot of these women, like I said, they come off a lot more mature than a lot of these men here. We've heard Cardi is emotionally unavailable. Steven's emotionally unavailable. Bello is episode 9, and Bello's still playing the field and trying to figure out who he want to connect with. So this stuff is wild.
Bello need to fly down to Miami and spend some time with his baby.
I'm surprised that she still ain't came out the bushes yet.
I am too.
I'm actually very surprised.
But he probably takes care of her.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's I will.
Because he seems like the kind of person that feels like because like he said, he was like, yeah, I'm trying to co-parent. You're not co-parenting, sir. If you have only seen that baby twice, you are not co-parenting.
Mm-hmm.
You might be sending a check on a regular basis, but you are not co-parenting. Y'all, I'm sorry. When I put this shirt on, it was clean. It is distracting me. I dropped this little spot. It's like 2 spots right here. I was eating breakfast and I dropped some butter. Oh my gosh, it's bothering me that it's just like a spot right there. Sorry.
Did you read this comment? Isis, you a trip. I love it though. Don't do that, because you know Joy still be doing her city winery performances all over the place.
She does. She don't come up on my. I mean, I see her.
Yeah, she doesn't come up as often on mine either anymore.
Yeah, I see her when she's tagged in other people's posts, but she never really did do a lot of social media.
No, because it was more Clifton who wanted to do that. I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole. We already know what we know. We know. Bello is a scammer too. Oh, not a scammer. I just think that he playing in their face a little bit.
I just think that I don't think for the sad thing is the few guys that I think are ready to, I ain't gonna say ready to get married, but ready for a relationship are the ones that y'all don't be paying, that y'all are blowing off.
Devon or Devin.
Devon, I think Devon might be ready. I think Vince is ready to have a girlfriend. I don't know if he's ready. I don't think he's ready to have a wife, but I think he's ready to have a girlfriend. And who was the guy that they eliminated that I thought not you know,
no, not yet. See Golden soon, very soon.
Yep, she got her date.
Yes,
not Bella was a fake Muslim.
Ooh. I love what Ravine said. She said the show is an example of the dating world now. Folks think they have so many options and they don't.
You know what, Ravine? You better say that to the people in the back because you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
I keep telling people, I'm like, look, you might not want a piece of a man, but this dating pool got piss in it, so you're going to get something.
And that's why
everybody got something with them.
Right. And that's why, because we were talking about that on my channel about, I'm like, I think I'm going to start dating again this year.
Right.
What's the word? Intentionally. Like last year, I was like, oh, I think I might be ready, but I didn't really put no whole
Actually, I sent you something that I saw the other day because I remember hearing that conversation. I was in that live. I was in the bushes, and I saw something. I was scrolling on IG, and I came across like a black dating app, and I forwarded to you. Just check your IG messages.
Okay,
I forwarded it to you.
Yeah, it's two of them that I'm thinking about joining. When I'm not like right now. I got the month of January is just too much going on. Because even if I do, like, I don't want to do something and I don't have time. Like, I know if I were to get on a dating app right now and somebody actually was interested, I honestly don't have a lot of time this month. I'm going out of town. Like, I'm literally going out of town next week. And then I have a cruise the beginning of February. So, like, I don't have a lot of time right now. But I think after I get back from my cruise is when I'm going to, because when I get back from my cruise, I'm here. I don't have another trip until May. So I got time, I got time, But with that being said, my mindset going in isn't I'm looking for a husband. My mindset going in is I'm looking for somebody that I can, when I want to go out and have a nice meal, when I want to go traveling, when I want to hang out a little bit, and I don't always want to be my girlfriends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I feel like where Vince is. I don't think Vince is opposed to marriage if it goes there, but I don't think that's his intention. I think his intention, and like he said, being ready to love doesn't mean being ready to marry. And I do think some people, especially the older you get, I don't know. I just don't think marriage is as important as you get older. For some people, I can't speak for other people. I don't give a damn if I ever get married, if I'm being honest at this point.
Okay, really be
safe. I'd rather do pop the balloon challenge.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the $5 super chat.
Yes, thank you.
I would actually, and this is going to sound wild because as much junk as we talk about this show, I don't know if Pop the Balloon is any better from what I've seen. So I think I'd have to go take Mike's on Ready to Love.
It's a one day of foolishness versus weeks.
But I think Pop the Balloon, so let me be fair. I've never looked at a whole episode, so I can't. I've never looked at a full episode, so I can only say from what my understanding of it is. I feel like, Matlock. I'm sorry. I feel like
the way she got excited about
it. Because I record Matlock, the original Matlock, but it hasn't been recording like the last couple of months. So I just went into my DVR and it's a Matlock. I was like, Matlock's back. Anyway, so I guess for me, I feel like the Pop the Balloon challenge is so superficial. You know what I mean? But I guess, like you said, it's one day of foolishness, though.
Yeah, it's one day of foolishness. I'm okay. Get this done and over with.
Look at Tracy. Some of my custom gifts have come. Can I tell you that Tracy has turned into Julie, the cruise director?
Oh, I love it.
I put Tracy in charge of one thing. She has turned it into a whole mission. I'm excited for what Tracy got going on.
I love it. Tracy, I can't wait to see you when you come out here. For the candles.
Tracy, that's all she talked about when we went to go. The place is booked for the candles, but that's all she talked about was I can't wait to meet Tracy. I know Tracy is a fool. I know Tracy is a good time. I was like, yeah, Tracy is a fool and a good time.
Look, I even asked the lady Tracy. I said, can we bring libations here? Because that's our bartender. I said she'll make us a drink while we're there, but she was like, nah, y'all gotta wait till y'all get off my property for y'all get messed up.
Because people didn't went in there and acted a fool. See what happened when somebody messed it up for everybody?
Right.
She said them people came up in there leaving chicken bones and everything else up in her establishment. Mm-hmm. And she has it's a nice place. Like I can see her being pissed off.
I would understand that as well.
Especially on the National Harbor. I know her rent ain't cheap.
Not at all. Not her location is,
and she's got a great location.
Yeah. No. That ain't
exactly.
I think I said this last week. I'm gonna shut up after this and we can move on. I think I said this last week, and maybe it was the same person. So if Blue, I want you to feel like I'm attacking you because I'm not. But I just feel like, do we put that? Yeah, no, yeah. I'm like, we keep saying he's a fake Muslim because he's done all of these things, but everybody does these things. Like, I don't think Muslims are on a higher plane than a Christian, a Jewish person. Like, we all have the same tenets. In Christianity, we all have the same tenets that you're not supposed to have sex before marriage. You're not supposed to, do certain things that Bello does. And I just feel like, are we holding him to a higher standard? Like, you're calling him a fake Muslim, saying, well, he's done this, he's done this, he's done that. Do you run around calling people fake Christians? Because if that's the case, none of us meet the standard. There's not one person. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a rabbi. I don't care if you're a priest. I don't care if you're a preacher. There's not one person that has not made a mistake. There's not one person that has not fallen short of the expectation of the tenets of the religion. I'm sorry. There's not one. So I just feel like we put such a higher standard on other religions, and then we give Christians this pass. But anyway, I'm done. That's it. I'm gonna say it.
Not her taking y'all to church and saying, who want to cast the first stone?
No, because I just feel like because and again, if it's the same person that we had this conversation last week, I don't want you to think I'm beating up on you. I'm not. I just don't know if it's the same person, but I know we had the same conversation. And I just feel like to keep saying that Bello is not, is not serious about his faith because he fucked up. Hell, so have I, and I'm very serious about my faith. I love my God. I know exactly who he is in my life, but I'm not perfect. I fall short.
Okay, amen. We fall down, but we get up, damn it. Now, Tracy, I love you, but red cups, girl, do you know?
You know how she feel about? Yeah, I know how she feel about the red
girl.
cups. Okay, wait a minute. She responded, we definitely run around calling people fake Christians because they are. But Bello in the Muslim religion is totally different than Christianity. I disagree, but we're going to move on. Go ahead.
Well, Mel said I fall short every time my man comes in within 3 feet of me. Jesus Christ.
Hey!
Now we out here having confession.
These are my confessions.
I seen you slide in the building. Hey, Chris. Hey,
Hey, Don. What's up, boo? Happy birthday.
Oh, it's Don's happy birthday, Don.
His birthday was you were January the 2nd, right, Don?
Oh, well, happy belated birthday, Don. And speaking of that, Don, I thought you were supposed to be around here, around these parts, around this time. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, he put out a message. No, he put out a statement that they had to postpone it.
Oh, so he's been postponed again.
Yeah, he has. He's got some family stuff going on.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I didn't mean to be like that and I was kind of poking, like but my bad. I was looking forward to seeing you. That's all I was trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it was yesterday. My bad. I don't know why I thought it was the 2nd. It was yesterday.
Oh, all right. Well, Don's on happy birthday, boo. Have a blessed day, okay? And do all the things, all right? To another trip around the sun. So I fully agree with Really B. We all fall short. We go call Kim Burrell to sing us a tune, okay?
Go call Kim Burrell now. We don't want her.
What they say? Oh, don't get Tree started about the drinkware. See, Golden, you already know what's up.
You can't
put
do
the
red Solo cups outside the house, Trace.
Put Isis Blue up on because I want to be fair. I responded to her, so I want go up a little bit. Yeah, I just want to be fair. She responded, so I wanted her response to be seen.
Oh, okay.
She said Muslims are known to be devout. He is consistently and actively not in order with his expressed religion. I was not the person last week, and I do call out Christians who fall short. Okay, so you weren't okay. Thank you, because I just didn't want you to think I was beating up on you if me and you had already had that conversation. Okay, and again, listen, we all feel how we feel. We can agree to disagree, and I appreciate it. I appreciate your conversation.
Yep, love it. I love that we are respectful adults up in this. Even though we tussle sometimes, we
tussle, but we, but we.
Don said, "You better give me a red cup, honey, Don."
Y'all know how Trees feel about the red cups.
The content still tastes the same.
If y'all knew better, y'all know it don't. It's like
Yes,
something
it
when
do.
it get
You know
inside
what?
that cup, it changes.
And Trees, by the time you
It
look, it don't
changes
take
the wine.
It don't take much for you to get lit, so it will all taste the same to you.
No, you know what? It's something about it. It changes because I'm drinking wine. So wine in a red soda.
Oh Lord, I'm drinking
Bring her
wine.
own
Now, if you know what I mean. If you're now, granted, it may be Sutter Home wine. Don't you judge me. But still, I need it in a glass. We're gonna move on. Folks.
Well, you bring
go down this road on this
bring her
Sunday.
own cup.
We need to take a trip to Napa, Trees.
Oh, I want that. That is my dream. That is my dream. I want to take the train that they have that goes.
Oh, now I went to Napa, but I didn't do that because I was in
It's
San Francisco,
expensive
so we
as
drove
hell.
down to Napa. Baby, let me tell you something. We were in Napa. It was me and my cousin. We were the only ink spots.
Oh,
went
not
to-
the only ink spot.
We went to 2 different wineries, and then we went to eat. We went to Houston's back then. We went to Houston's. Baby, we were the only. I said, by the time we got to Houston's, the only black people we saw were the people working there. And I was like, damn. I was like, we ain't seen another black person all day. Like, what? Black people don't drink wine. What's going on?
Right. No, but yeah, they have.
But we can put that together, Trees. I think that'll be a good trip for your birthday a couple of years from not this, maybe a birthday or 2 away or something.
I would love
because I've seen that the train. I think I like that. The train. I've seen that.
Yeah, it's nice, but they said you're gonna be drunk as hell when you get off. But that's okay. That's the point. I want to get off the train stumbling.
Okay, stumbling, bumbling.
Okay. So now let's move on back to the show. I apologize, guys. So Ashley has invited Cardi out, and Shannon has invited Devin out. Ashley calls out Cardi and says that basically she feels like they're not really talking about anything. And Shannon lets Devin know that, she was upset that he didn't come in and let everyone know that that's his number one choice. And so Shannon tells Devin he's not ready to love. And, he was like, well, damn. And Cardi, I don't know why he was still here either. So I was really confused by this decision. Was it just me?
Devin was like, I respect that decision. Yeah, South Africa I definitely want to go to a winery when I go to South Africa. Anyway, yeah, let me be honest. Like I said, at this point, nothing is not going to surprise me because at this point, there's no matches. So whoever goes home is just whoever goes home at this point.
Right.
I don't see anybody that's locked in. The closest I've seen to being locked in is Vince and the mathematician.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dominique and Bello. But again, we already said he's still open. Thank you for super sticker, DeMarcus.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, DeMarcus. I just saw that. Yeah, thank you, boo. Okay, so that's where we at. And then so Shannon is looking to explore. We get to the house. Shannon is now excited to explore this newfound connection with Steven that she claims she got.
Yeah.
And he is honest, he got more connections than he can handle. And that's why I said this is too much at episode 9.
It's ridiculous is what it is. And Shannon, you don't have a connection. Your friend told you didn't have a connection. You agreed that you don't have a connection. Not only that, even if you had somebody that, and maybe this is part of my problem too. Well, no, it ain't a problem. Baby, nobody chose you. At the very least, not one of those 3 men sitting there said, I'ma just lie because clearly she's chosen me as one of her tops because I'm sitting here talking to her friend. So I'ma lie and say she my top. Not one of those men would even say you are their top one. My self-respect would not have allowed me to keep going. And then your friend said the same thing and said, girl, your man is not here. Your friend who has been through the process, your friend who has an insight into how this shit works.
Your friend that chose herself.
Your friend that chose herself said, ma'am, he's not here, girl. Let's go to a lounge. Let's go talk about it and let's go meet some men's. Like, you still sat in that lounge and then showed up on that trip and you still trying to make a circle fit into a square. Your person isn't there, ma'am.
Woo! Really big.
And I mean, my thing is, you can't even lie to me and tell me I'm not going to find out until the show airs back. You couldn't even lie and say, well, you're my top choice. Not one of them 3 men lied. All 3 of those men said, I think the closest was Steven who said, you my top 2.
Yeah.
Which means you're still not number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that'd have been deuces. See y'all on the other side.
Okay, look. Why are you drinking out that nasty cup?
Now I'm about to go make another cup of tea.
That's what was crazy to me. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get on this trip. You know, me and Steven, you know, we're gonna heat things up." And he's like, "I'm trying to narrow down my connections out of the 4 that I have."
Okay.
Right. The fact that y'all still have 4 connections is crazy. You know what I'm thinking? I almost feel like production had a conversation with them and told them, don't choose too soon, because that's been some of the criticism. But now I feel like it's taking them too long.
Again, we're knocking on the finale door, and I'm sitting like, I don't feel like any of these people I don't think any of these people on the show are meant for each other.
Oh,
they
absolutely
might be great people individually, and this is a great, platform to put them into the dating world for people who are serious and are equally yoked with them. But I don't think any of these people on this cast are equally yoked.
Well, I thought it was funny when they got to the house, everybody started going to find their rooms, and Shannon picked out her room, beautiful room. Dominique comes in behind her, puts her bags down, talking about something, telling Bella, well, this is my room, this is where we staying. And Shannon's like, girl, this is my whole room. Like, I picked this room. She's like, oh, I didn't know. She said, you tripped over my bag, though.
Right.
My bags were right here on the floor, and you tripped over. Can I tell you?
I don't know what other room was available, and Dom would have got the right one, baby, on that day.
Oh yeah, Dom would. Yeah, Dom would.
I am not
Shannon
the 1,
gave up.
the 2, or the 3.
Yeah, Shannon gave up way too easily.
Way too easy, and Shannon just like cowered down and just.
Where am I gonna sleep?
I almost feel like,
and Dom was probably like, "Girl, you ain't supposed to be here no way because you ain't got no connection. So go figure it out."
I almost feel like. And maybe I'm giving too much credit. Maybe I'm giving Dominique too much credit. But the way it was cut, I almost feel like Dominique said something to Shannon that was like, girl, I'm trying to get my man up in this room. Like, And she was like, because it seemed like one minute she was like, this is my room. And then the next minute she was picking up her shit. I was like, yeah, ain't no way in hell I would have gave up my room that easily. You'd have lost your mind, especially when my stuff is clearly like, girl, like you're not gonna punk me.
You said you tripped over my bags.
Right, you tripped over. That's when I saw that her luggage was pink and green. When they scanned down to the luggage, I said, "Oh, that's her luggage."
Good point. Jaguar said Devin should have picked Shannon, but he wants Dom, but she wants Bello, who wants a son, which Dominique can't give him. It's all mismatch and crisscross.
You know what? Jaguar.
Very valid point. Everybody chasing after somebody else.
Yep.
Damn shame. Shannon sometimes code switches. Okay. I think Vince and Donna could be a good match. Possibly because Donna seems like she's just Donna. One thing I will say, Donna seemed like she does obviously want something serious, but I think she just really wants her person.
And I think that the stuff that bothers everybody else about Vince really doesn't bother her.
That's why I said I think that I don't think everything's aligned, but I do think that they're probably maybe one of the closest.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think those are the only 2 people that I could see walking away at the end. And I don't even really, but they're the only 2 I could possibly even see.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Yeah, everybody.
Excuse me.
Everybody said Dom would have got her ass kicked.
Yeah, that would have been like, we have seen them argue over rooms before, and that wasn't even a fight. Like that wasn't even a like Shannon didn't even talk loud. You know what I mean? She was just like, "Oh, where am I supposed to sleep, girl?" I'd have been like, well, me and you sharing this room then.
Okay, I'd be like, we all about to be in this.
Because I'm not going nowhere.
Okay, the same way she inserted herself in that conversation on the couch would have been the same way I inserted myself in that damn.
Okay, I'd have been like, well, I guess it's the 3 of us then.
All right.
I would have put her bags out.
That's probably what I would have done too. I probably would have picked her bags up.
So Lauren feels a way when she sees Dom put Bello's bags into her room. And so she was like, well, we need to have a conversation and this was another thing. I said, what did you go over there and really say to Bello? Because I didn't get nothing from any of that conversation. Maybe it was edited out, But I feel like she tried to go up in there like, yeah, I'm gonna set boundaries, 10 toes down. This is something I'm not gonna tolerate.
This is a deal breaker for me.
It's a deal breaker. And then she got up there and didn't say anything.
Didn't say nothing.
If anything, I felt like he was telling her what she needed to do to stay in his good graces. And I was like, am I confusion? Or did I missee this whole conversation?
That's what I saw.
Okay,
Okay.
I feel like that's what I saw too.
Y'all see what you said, that's what I saw. So then Tommy shows up, tells him that 2 of the ladies are going home. Okay. Or did he say 1 or 2?
He said 1.
Oh, okay. 1.
But I feel like no, it can't be a double elimination, but it need to be. But go ahead.
But Lauren let Bello flip the script, and it was wild because it happened right in front of our faces. And I was like, what is going on? So then Vince tries to get a game of cornhole going on, which Dom isn't very familiar with. I will say the house was very nice. It did look very spacious.
It was really nice. It was a nice house. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like based off of what we've seen in previous trips, I feel like they actually got a house that was big enough for the amount of people that they had. Because I always felt like a lot of the times we in rooms with bunk beds and stuff like, you know what I mean? So,
and I feel like for the exception of that, which wasn't really even a fight, we didn't even see anybody really fighting over rooms.
Right. So it makes me think
because even then, even though Dominique put Shannon out of the room, it didn't seem like Shannon had a hard time finding another room.
That's what I'm saying. So it lets me know that they had enough accommodations regardless, which isn't terrible. And I guess it don't matter if somebody's going home at the end of the night anyway. So Darius, right. We're going to be free of room anyway. So Darius and Shannon sit down and he has, she has more questions after the meet the friends date. And Darius is reassuring her that, yeah, he does believe in marriage and he does want to be married one day, but to the right person. And he talks about how he thought he could change the last girl who happened to be a stripper. He said, yeah, I let him strippers. Okay.
And this is my life.
He's stupid. Then we learn.
We're not gonna. We ain't gonna run past that. Why? Oh, were you going to talk about Shannon?
Yeah, no, that's what we talking about.
Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad.
So then we learned that he used to own a club,
and that's how he better.
Darius just do it all, from the fashion design to the exotic cars to the nightclubs. Darius do it all, y'all. He is a man of many. Look, Dollar Bill Darius. Thank you. Thank you, C. Golden. I think that is a wonderful name. And so basically Shannon doesn't like that he would even, associate or date.
But it wasn't even that. It was the way she said it.
What? The fact that she turned her nose up.
And then she was like, where did you meet a stripper? What, at the strip club? The fuck?
Obviously, I told y'all I call her Hillary, but her Michelle, she doesn't give me she went to the bar ever in her.
But I'm just, but even if, but I guess my thing is, even if she didn't, it's like, what an exotic dancer is. Like, you may not have ever met one, you may not have ever been around one, you may not have ever been to a strip club, but you sitting there acting like, what is that? What is an exotic dancer? Well, where would you even meet one? You can meet an exotic dancer at the grocery store. You can meet an exotic dancer at dinner. You can meet an exotic dancer at a cigar lounge, at a game night. Like, they are real people that do real people shit.
Like your neighbor.
Right, the way she said it. Where did you meet her? Like, what you mean? Shannon, you probably went to college with some scribblers. I know I did.
Mm-hmm.
They were scribbling to pay that tuition. I sure did. I had some of my girlfriends at college sure did drive. I ain't gonna tell them their business, but they drove down to Charlotte. So nobody in Greensboro was seeing, but they drove down to Charlotte to script.
Not they was over there with Mia.
They was down there with. They probably was at the same club. You know what? I'm gonna call one of them and see what because I knew that it was a group of them. They used to all ride down there together. Child, it was a group of them. But that would have turned me off if I was Darius. The judgment of the judgment in her tone, it did turn him off. But I'm just saying it would have turned me off because again, it wasn't just it was the judgment in it. Mm-hmm.
DCQM3NZ says, does Dominique strike you guys as having a baddie mentality and just very unserious about this whole process. Yes. And honestly, I'm glad that I'm not the only one that picked up on that. She definitely gives me like she's on the wrong show. And she wants to be the baddest of the baddest out of everybody, and she will throw down if she had to, because the way she looked at Shannon, like, I wish you would say something. And Shannon said, I was talking, and then I got quiet. But when you left, I started talking again. Mona said Bello answered all of Lauren's questions when he slept in the room with Dominique. That part. Darius is team too much. Shannon needs to relax a bit. Yeah, she obviously has been very sheltered. Yes. I met her at the grocery store. Does change the fact that she took her clothes off.
Right, but what I'm saying is, but she said it like this alternative universe where strippers hang out. Like,
oh God. Look, Nori said not too much on my soror now. I said she out there clutching her AKA pearls. All right.
Well, listen, your soror was doing too much. How about that?
Shoot, I went to school in Atlanta. A couple of my classmates stripped on the side.
Okay, Ravine, I know you knew some. I know, and you went. Listen, you know, and I know, and we know together. Okay.
Now we know together. Look, the celebrities aren't chasing her anymore.
Ooh.
Well, hey, another round. Welcome.
Hey, boo.
So Steven and Donna seem to, I guess, supposed to be really trying to have a connection. Shannon doesn't like feeling like the third wheel. This is when we see her insert herself into their middle of the conversation, which both of them are like, okay, I guess, welcome, but you know that we didn't really invite you. So that's when Vince decides to join, and so now Vince and Shannon are double teaming. So Steven and them can't talk no more because now it's just a 4-person.
Steven, like, damn, I was just having a conversation.
Right.
Right.
And somebody said, "Can somebody else fit on this couch?" He was like, "I don't think so." Like damn.
And so then Donna asked Vince how he would feel about welcoming new kids and how his kids would feel about it. And Vince says that he thinks his daughter would love it and his son, maybe not so much, but you know, he grown. Oh well, he'll get over it. So Donna shares her own personal experience with her dad welcoming another child when she was 16 years old. So we see that they also have this, you know, kind of share that same thing. And then Donna asked him how he would feel. And basically, so she was like, well, how would you feel since this wouldn't be your first? And he was like, it's a new baby. So, you know, it's what new babies do. I'm going to be happy. It's a child regardless. So that, of course, makes her happy. Even though, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think that you can absolutely love and welcome, but I don't know if it's absolutely the same after you've already done it. But I guess every labor is different. So let me not say that. And every childbirth is different. So maybe it could feel or be very different. Another round said that man don't want no more kids. Okay, thank you. Because I felt like I was getting that feeling myself. And that he's basically, but Vince is playing.
I don't know what she expected him to say. No, it would.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Vince is playing the long game. I think that Vince is saying what he needs to say on the show. But at the same time, he also ain't gonna let you, Shannon him or son him and into anything, and he will debate with you if he don't agree. So I gotta give him that. But
Shannon him, huh?
Shannon him, that's what we're gonna call it. So then we see Lauren and Bello sit down and talk, and she questions whether he's really invested in her. And Bello tells her, don't dim your light, and accuses her of playing. Listen, it was just the way he I was like, that's not even what we're talking about.
It was so smooth though.
It was
So she didn't notice.
Now I ain't gonna hold you. Now that did give a little bit of scammer tease. The way that he just finagled that and hustled her, I was like,
he had to walk away from the conversation. Like, did I just
right? Like what?
What the hell just happened?
Right? What just happened here?
And so he was like, you know, basically he warns her that playing it safe could have her ass sitting at home. And I said, well, damn,
right?
This was not how this conversation out, girl. This gives me where you go to like give somebody an ultimatum or like break up with somebody and then they be like, cool.
Right.
And you be like, oh no, I didn't expect that.
Right, I didn't expect you to say, okay, wait a minute, like, hold on, let me rethink this. Like what?
Donna did say she paid like $1,200 or $1,500 or something for her boots. I do remember overhearing that, Mona. She did spend a lot of money on her boots. So then Cardi surprises Ashley with a hoverboard, which Ashley feels like, oh, this is so sweet, and the spontaneity. And I was like, the bar is set in hell, y'all.
I was about to say this.
When it comes to
stand, the bar is set in hell.
The bar is set in hell. I just can't stand when I see, like, I understand it's little things and thoughtfulness, but I don't feel like Cardi really did nothing extravagant for her to be like, oh my God, and I thought it was so sweet and good. Like, what?
And this is him opening up.
The bar is set in hell. Okay. Jaguar said, I told you guys she spent 14 years studying. All she's done is study and work. She's not out there like that. When Beast Man said the woman was in adult entertainment, Shannon asked, what's that? Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could have meant she did porn or something.
Huh?
I said, I guess it could have meant she did porn or something.
But she wasn't asking for clarification. She was asking like she didn't know what it meant at all.
Right, that's true. Another round said, poor Lauren, she took all L's all night. Yes, she did. Okay. See, Golden said, get your hands out that woman's buttocks, because it was, I mean, Cardi was, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm trying to keep your balance. I was like,
Yeah, okay, Cardi.
Okay. And so then Bello and Dom are by the fire pit, and she asked him about his timeline. So Bello says that he needs at least 2 years before he can, you know, settle down, make that decision or whatever, but he does want to. And so Dom was like, I love how sure he is about everything. And Bello realizes that, you know, the other ladies are kind of falling back because they can see the connection between them. And I said, well, there's one lady who don't give a damn. And that's one thing I can appreciate. Ashante ain't letting Dom scare her. Now, she might not be throwing herself in his face, which I can appreciate. She's letting him come to her. But she also ain't backing it. You know what I'm saying? And I can appreciate. Do your thing, Ashanti. So, or Shantae. Let me correct that. So then Darius. So at dinner, Darius is asking them, you know, what they learned about themselves during this process. Everyone is confused by Cardi's response. Can we actually, does anybody have what he actually said or knew what he said? Because I was confused.
He said this process isn't easy, and you know, all the attributes that make you you and your best qualities, not everybody's going to appreciate them. So Ashley, you know, basically calls him out, and she's like, dude, that's why we call you shallow, because we want to know what you learned. He's like, this is what I learned, that nobody appreciates me for the person I am.
When I tell you he turned into Vince real quick.
Well, Vince spoke up and was like, dude, you got to listen to what they're saying and stop being so defensive. He's like, I'm not being defensive.
Right.
Okay. He's talking about, you know, nobody totally understands how deep I am, but this can swim. I was like, okay. All right.
And I was just like, calm down, Cardi. It was just a bit much. Literally at this point, I was like, if that's how I really feel like you should self-eliminate. If you really feel that.
Actually said that she's had private conversations with him, and he's not shallow, but he's not opening up to everybody.
Right,
else.
But that's what even Dominique was like, but he ain't opening up to everybody else. So it's like,
See, Golden said, I think Ashante realizes this. None of this is going anywhere. I can see that. Yeah, she's kind of like, I'm just here so I won't get fired. Another round said Vince wasn't as argumentative with Cardi. Okay. See, Golden said, hot take. I think they were giving Cardi a hard time. Okay. I like how you can see it differently. And so, yeah, so then everybody goes, they go get in their PJs. Bello does have a one-on-one with Ashante. Ashante expresses her friend's concerns with, you know, his religious beliefs and him wanting her to convert. He tries to reassure her that's not something that is even on his mind. And she feels like, you know, they agree on all their other core values. And so Bello talks about how he enjoyed her date because she, you know, he used to want to be an artist and that sparked something in him. And, you know, I do think that they were feeling each other and he feels like she's an outlet for him. But at the same time, he's still playing both sides because we know he got Dom on one shoulder, literally got Dom back in the bedroom waiting for him.
Okay.
So I was like, well, that's how you get cut. Okay. So then we see Lauren sit down with Vince to talk about how things went downhill with her friends. And Vince admits he was just curious as to why her friends wanted to know his height and kept going on and on about it. Right. And so Lauren said, well, I don't like how you behaved and it's giving real unpredictable. And so Vince was like, well, I don't like the fact that you don't want to hold your friends accountable. So I guess that's where we are. And so another rounds point, L's all night, Lauren.
Yeah, because, and we said this last week, his point was valid. He was like, but they asked me the question. I answered the question. They kept going. So my question was, why are we still talking about this? What is it that we're doing here? And she was like, well, they just wanted clarity. He was like, what was there to clarify?
Right.
They asked me my height.
Like, oh, okay. It's okay for them to do it. It's okay when
right,
they do
and
it.
Right. And he's like,
when I do.
Right.
Right.
And then she said, well, they can do what they want. He was like, oh, no, that's a problem. And again, that is a problem. Because now what you're saying is, if let's say we do decide to date, if it's a conversation between me and your friends, you're going to always take your friend's sides over mine. Because in that situation, I don't see how she didn't understand his point of view. Because from what we saw, her friends were tripping. And like I said last week, if it was meant to be a joke, it didn't land. And that's all they had to say was, oh, we were just messing with you, when they realized that he was sort of taking it seriously. Like, oh, we were just messing with you, but they kept going.
Yeah, no, they kept egging it on. They
made it a thing.
Antagonized him. Another round says shallow was the wrong word choice. Closed off, but maybe not shallow. Shallow is Darius. Okay, I can appreciate that take. Mona said Dominique is the aggressor with Bella. Ashante is falling back and letting him come to her. That's right. That's right. True. And she also says she agrees with Vince as well. Okay. So then we see Darius making, I guess he was supposed to be making breakfast for everybody. And Cardi asked where everybody slept last night, and everybody's very mum. Like,
no, that was Vince messy ass.
Okay. Oh, it was Vince?
Vince was like, yeah, I said production did that. As a production,
Cardi asked, but Vince is the one that actually.
Oh, okay, never mind. My bad. Okay, so Vince egged it on. Okay, because I was like, Vince is being real messy.
But because you know what, I think the reason why Vince egged it on is because remember he said he went looking for Donna and couldn't find her.
He did say he went looking for Donna. So and look, like, and all Donna did was laugh. She ain't never say where she was. She just laughed.
She sure did.
Nori's note says she wanted him to be focused on impressing her friends, more willing to let it go. Okay. I do think she was cared more about what her friends thought about him. But yeah, so Vince, everybody's mum on where they slept. Steven has them decorate a pot on this succulent. It was really cute, and then presented to their connection. The only
it was giving school teacher though. It was
definitely giving school teacher. But the only issue for me, Steven, is we see in the preview next episode, you was giving out flower pots to everybody.
Ain't he the one that gave a gift to everybody?
Except for Donna. He didn't give Donna one.
Oh, and that's why Donna was salty. You're right. You're right.
But is he the one that showed up with gifts for everybody when they were meeting the friends?
I thought that was Devin.
Maybe that was Devin. Look, Devin and Devon look alike to me. I mean, Devin and Steven look alike to me. I can't. So maybe it was Devin. Okay.
But yeah. All right, y'all. So. And then Tommy lets him know, comes in and tells the men that they need to send one of the ladies home. And who do we think it's going to be?
I don't know.
Lauren?
I agree.
It needs to be Lauren, because Lauren, girl, you have no connection.
Right. Lauren or what's the name? Shannon.
Lauren or Shannon need to go.
I actually, both of them can go because again, they don't have.
That's what I'm saying. It really could be a double elimination as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Seagoda said based on previews, Lauren.
Okay. Y'all, a Greek son said Lauren as well. Okay, so y'all agree it's gonna be Lauren. Well, that was this episode of the Ready to Love. Again, we on episode 9. I don't know what we're doing. Next week we should be getting married and getting married, having kids and like that. At this point, we're on episode 10. Come on. Let's make some valuable connections or get off our screen, okay? ReallyB, what you got going on this week on your channel?
Well, in about an hour, It's JB and I are going to be doing Beyond the Gates. I ain't even finished watching all the episodes, so there's that. Tonight, if there's a new episode of Potomac, I guess we're going to get into that tonight. Yeah. Got a lot of stuff going on the other channel. I got some lawsuits to get through. Maybe it just ain't been enough time in the day these last couple of days, but I've been trying to enjoy my vacation. So, but yeah, so that's definitely Beyond the Gates is definitely going to be happening in about an hour.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mona, for the $5 super chat.
Thank you.
And yeah, over on our channel, I actually owe y'all Beyond the Gates season 2 episode 1, y'all. Oh, and really be careful. Did you DVR it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, because I found out the other day, one of my somebody came in my comments.
Yeah, somebody told me that too. They deleted the whole first season.
Yep. If you try to go back and get season 1, you're out.
It's not even on Paramount Plus. I don't know why they did that.
I don't know. That's the wild part. So that's
crazy.
So if you guys did miss the end of Beyond the Gates, y'all can always go back and watch my recaps. But yeah, y'all. So if you haven't already, we got Real Housewives of Potomac. If that comes on, like Really B said, don't forget to catch us live tonight for our Force recap. We are on what? Episode 9, y'all. And then we'll have the finale, not next week, but the week after that. So yeah, y'all, it's a lot of stuff. And then we got Love After Lockup or Life After, one of those. It's coming back.
I'm gonna miss the finale.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you will miss the finale. You're gonna be gone. Oh, poor baby. We'll pour a little out for you. You know what I mean? Yes, we are doing Force tonight, Jaguar, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you guys have not already, please go ahead and do us a favor, hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys look at Really Be on her job. Yes, and make sure y'all hit the notification bell so you know when we're going live and when we're dropping new content. And we will catch y'all next week for, I guess, rounding out this season of Ready to Love with no connections. But love y'all. Y'all have a great week. Be blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye.